Good morning, everyone. We are indeed very happy to do this world premiere here in Salon Privé. Beautiful weather, nice people, as I can see. So, in 2 words, yes, this car is inspired by the maybe the most important period for Touring Superleggera. So, in the 30s, Touring was designing and creating cars for different car manufacturers. The best marketing tool was racing, and Touring was known not just by doing beautiful cars, but also by doing extremely efficient cars. You know Superleggera, which means super light, due to the fact that we had this very particular way to build cars with a very thin frame, and also by using aluminium for the body. But on top of that, we made also a quite avant-gardist type of design, extremely clean and extremely aerodynamic. The fenders were already integrated into the body. The side was very, very clean. The cockpit was designed to cut the wind, so with a teardrop shape, and the back was looking like a wing. All these elements, which are part of our DNA, was applied on Alfa Romeos as the 6C 2500, on the 8C 2900 Berlinetta, on the BMW 328 Mille, and other cars. So it is part of our DNA, and as I just showed you, we can identify these 3-4 design elements. The target here was to create our vision of this feeling of aerodynamic, of speed, without creating a car which is just about efficiencies and just looking about the very last second that we can win here and there, but trying to make a very nice culture which express immediately this feeling of speed and streamline. So 5 or 7 years ago, we have made this homage to the famous Disco Volante from '52. And if you think about the Disco Volante, you get these elements I just named before. A very long and clean bonnet, strong and powerful rear fenders, and this cockpit in a teardrop shape. This car, the Touring AERO 3, is very different from the Disco Volante we have done. But if you look at it, you can see these elements. So a very clean front end with this panel on the door, making the bonnet even longer visually. The cockpit, which is especially closed, the A-pillar which closed, and the back of the cockpit, which makes this shape of teardrop. Automatically, this teardrop shape made the rear fender even more powerful, even more wide. And the fin, which is obviously the natural continuity of this teardrop shape. The starting point from this fin is obviously on the grille, just in the middle, like a wing cutting the wind. Some elements here and there, you can see it's a reference to these classic cars. Just here and there, some elements like this rectangular air intake on the bumper, which was already designed on the 8C, bringing the air immediately to the airbox. The preeminent fuel cap, which is a typical feature from the race. The little louvers on the rear glass, and obviously these number 19 reference to this famous 8C Le Mans car. The lucky owner of this car, number 1, asked us to make a special livery on livery. Thank you, livery on this car, which is a reference to this famous 8C Le Mans. The journey doesn't stop only outside. So the inside too, it's quite elaborated, and it's around one theme, which is the cockpit. So we have created two arch, which create like kind of two different cockpits, one for the driver and one for the passenger. Obviously, this feeling is reinforced when the door is closed, as this red panel is part of this arch. You can well see it on the passenger side. This is again a reference to the race, but also to this cocoon feeling. The last detail, quite specific again to this car, is in the back. We have two helmets, reference to the two drivers of the Le Mans car, Biondetti and Sommer, the French and the Italian drivers, driving for 22 hours in 1938 at the wheel of the HC 2900B Le Mans Touring Superleggera.